and ladies and everything in between. Whoever you are, whatever. Welcome. Thanks for being here. My name's Alan Cox. Thanks for showing up. Say hi to Bill Squire. He's right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everybody.
Comedian Mary Santora sitting in today.
Oh, hello.
Very exciting. I thought you were in here tomorrow. I didn't even know you were in here today.
All kinds of plans changed, Alan. You know, life is just a journey, and you just got to take it one step at a time.
You go with the flow, baby.
Go with the flow.
You and I did a lot of driving over the weekend. Not together, of course, separately.
Always.
But these highways and byways of America were well tread
Yeah.
by Mary Santora and Alan Cox this weekend.
Yes.
You weren't due in until tomorrow, I thought.
No, I was going to fly originally because tomorrow's mine and Brian's anniversary. So I was going to fly into Cleveland tomorrow. Of love. I know.
Anniversary of love.
Oh, good for you.
4 years of love.
4 years.
4
Wow.
years,
Mazel
yeah.
tov.
So I was going to fly in tomorrow morning, do the show, and then we were going to go to dinner tomorrow night. And then I'm in Chicago Wednesday, and then Detroit Thursday to Saturday. So I was going to fly New York to Cleveland, Cleveland to Chicago, rent a car, drive from Chicago to Detroit, and then have the car for a week and a half because we're off next week.
Yeah.
So then I was like, that's a lot. I might as well just drive. So I decided to drive yesterday because it's like a 9-hour drive from New York to Cleveland.
Yeah.
So I decided instead of missing the show today, I would drive yesterday. And boy, was it a pain in the ass, dude. It was like, took me 2 hours to get out of the city. And I was like,
You just take the PA Turnpike the whole way, don't you?
and then you're just, yes, it's just Pennsylvania. That's the whole drive. You are going tip to taint
all
of Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
That's it. But it was,
But it's nice when you get into Ohio and you're like, it's only like an hour and a half
Yes,
now.
yes,
You're
when
like,
you
"Well,
see
this is a
Youngstown."
breeze, yeah.
but it was like thunderstorms on and off all day yesterday. So I'd like get going for like 45 minutes. And then it would be a half hour of torrential downpours, and everybody's just driving.
White knuckling it.
Yes, 40 with their
Yep.
their
Hazards.
hazards on. So it was like the drive ended up taking me almost 10 hours to do. And I had to stop a couple hours in because my car was making a noise. Every time I turned, it was like grinding. And I was like, well, I don't like this. I still have 8.5 hours left, like this isn't. And I realized I'm like, I don't know the last time I drove for an extended period of time in my car because every time I drive in New York, it's all stop and go for like a mile and that's it.
You don't really get to open it up and hear all the fun noises that your car's
Yes,
making. It's like, that doesn't sound good.
Well, it hasn't gotten over 30 since I've been there, And so I got a tune-up and everything. I checked everything before I went to New York in December, but I took it in to our friends at Terry's North Coast Auto this morning. And I needed rotors and brake pads.
Oh, boy, they'll get you for a good $600-700 with that.
No, they were under warranty.
Oh,
Because I just had
look at
everything
you.
done in December.
Well done.
So rotors and brake pads. I had a blinker out, which is apparently why it was flashing fast.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that is a reason?
Well,
That's
if you,
thing?
if you
that
have
if
a
it's-
blinker out,
Yeah.
When it flashes fast, yeah.
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 I was like, oh, that's a cool new trick that my car is doing.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
you put the blinker on and on
And
your
it's going
dashboard, it's like it's
yeah.
going crazy fast. That
good
means your
sound.
blinker doesn't work.
You mean like if it sounds like Leanne Summers making a machine gun
Yeah.
noise?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
exactly.
good. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
So they oil change, blinker, and rotors. That was making the grinding noise.
Yeah, sure. You're getting down to no pads there.
Yeah.
Woof.
So yeah, all safe, back on the road.
Everybody's happy.
Gonna be
Everybody's
here
good. What do you
today.
drive again?
A Kia Forte.
Oh, right, a Kia Forte.
Yes.
Yes.
2017.
And still under warranty.
And still not stolen.
Still not stolen. The brakes were under warranty.
Ah.
Not the whole car.
Mm-hmm.
How many miles are on it these days?
141,000.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Well, I was talking to Brian about it. I was like, dude, my car's making some noise. I don't know if there's something stuck in a wheel well or something. And I like pulled off and was looking at it. He goes, well, it's an older car. And I was like, no, it isn't. I bought it in 2017. He's like, well, first of all, that's 7 years. And second of all, you have almost 150,000 miles on it. Like, you got to start checking this stuff more regularly, So.
Check your fluids.
Right.
Yeah, when I was home a couple of weeks ago, my brother bought himself he's got a Kia 5, and I'm like, or K5.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a good-looking car, boy.
I
I'm like,
looked
what
at
the hell
those.
is it? He bought it from one of the Carvana vending machines and the whole bit. I'm
A
like,
little
is that...
sporty guy?
Did he have to shake the machine to get it to come out?
Well, that's
Come
what I said.
on.
I was kind of curious. I'm,
It's stuck.
because you... They got to bring the giant
tilted.
claw to put... Yeah.
Tilted against the glass.
Yeah. I was curious because, a lot of those Carvana vending machines have getting... they're changing that a lot because it's not as popular as it once was. But he was like, it was the way he described it. He's like, it was very, very not labor intensive at all. So it sounded like he had a really good experience with them. But but that K5 is pretty sweet.
You were in Indiana?
We were in Bloomington, Indiana, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yes.
What was
So it
Sunday
was a lot
again?
of driving. Sunday was the day that we came back from Bloomington, Indiana.
Anything else?
That's all that it was?
All that it was. That's the day that we came back. No, because there's so much
Whatever.
construction.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, idiot.
There's so much construction. I don't know what you're talking about around Indianapolis that it takes you in these back roads. And boy, if you have never seen some of the neighborhoods there in Southeast Indianapolis, you are having a great time. Because on the way back, we were going to stop off at the IKEA in Columbus. So we took a completely, as it turns out, much better way, just going due east from Bloomington and the back up. But with the traffic and everything, it just took forever. But we have 5 weddings this year, and 2 of them are Gwen's cousins are getting married, not to each other. And so it's her cousins and her family, and then me. And it was this big, party over the weekend and out on the lake and in Bloomington. And of course, my wife went to college there. She went to Indiana University, so it was kind of old home week end for her. But yeah, it was a lot of driving. It was fine. It was a good time. It was fun to see everybody. But I'm like, I'm the oldest dude there, so it's like we're all kind of kicking it or whatever. But it was fine. It was just a lot of driving, but it was fine. But yeah, that rain where you'd be driving through massive sheets of torrential rain. Then it would stop, and you'd be like, all right.
Yeah, then you go like 10 more miles, and it start again. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But you can see because
you see it coming.
Yeah, because Pennsylvania's like all mountainous in that area. So I'm like, I can see up ahead. I see at the top of the hill where it's raining again. Yeah. So that was kind of frustrating. Yeah, I was. My cat was being super, super cuddly yesterday morning. So I'm like laying with her, and I called Brian. I was like, "Do you think I should?"
You bring
her?
the cat when you come home?
Well, I was like, "You think I should bring her?" I've never brought her in a car because she's a psycho in the car. When we go to the vet 5 minutes away, she's meow, meow. So he was like, "You want to drive her 10 hours in a matter of 2 weeks, twice, in the car." He's like, you can't give her enough drugs. He's like, I don't think that's a good idea at all. But this will be the longest that I've ever.
Well, then
left
what
her.
happened? She just hangs out in the house, and your roommate keeps an eye on her when she's home?
Yeah. So, I mean, cats don't need a lot.
I was going to say, this is when the fact that cats don't need a lot of attention comes in handy.
Yes.
Is when you're gone. You could literally leave a cat for a weekend.
Yeah, 3 days is like the
But
max.
you can also take a dog in the car, and they're just like, this was the best thing I've ever done.
Right.
Like, my dog loves going for a car ride.
Well, some dogs don't. Like, you have to know if your dog gets
Right.
car sick, or
Right.
some dogs puke in the car. Like, you can't
Or-
have
My
that.
dog just curls up in the front seat and is like, let's go,
Yeah, that's
baby.
what my dog does, too.
Well, because some dogs and cats, they'll have like travel anxiety. I was reading a Reddit page where they were like, yeah, my cat loves to travel. I put it on the harness and walk it at the at the
Anytime rest
travel
stop.
stop. I'm like, no way. And not in a million. I can't even put a collar on my cat.
We tried
Every animal's different.
We tried
Yeah.
training one of our cats when I was married to walk in a harness, and just as soon as we get outside, just they'd flop over.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on. And they're like, nope, I'm
Screw
dead.
this. I'm
I
in the
can't
grass.
do this.
Yeah.
You don't
so-
drag them through the grass, kick up sparks or anything, pull them down the sidewalk.
You don't want to start a fire.
That's how you train them.
But yeah, so I didn't want to leave her for 2 weeks. But yeah, my roommate will check on her probably. My roommate is actually going out of town on Friday. So she'll check on her Tuesday just to make sure she has food and water. And then again Friday. And then a friend of ours is checking on them Sunday. And then my roommate will be back next week. So,
God, you have to deputize people when you have pets and you're gone.
yeah.
Hey, could you poke your head in? And then hope that they don't, hope
They're
they
not
remember.
dead or
Yeah, hope
something,
they
yeah.
remember. That's a lot
like
to put on somebody.
Rotate because if I go out of town and don't take Whoopsie, people will be like, who's watching? And, like, it's
Yeah.
between like my girlfriend and my daughters, and just like, even when my sister was around, she would be like, hey, let me know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's plenty of takers for Whoopsie.
Well, it's just a cat's real easy. Where I'm like, you don't have to like scoop her box or anything because she's only my roommate's only going to be gone a couple days. So it's like, hey, just make sure she has food and pour a cup of water into her fountain. That's all you got to do.
But you don't have to scoop her box.
No, you don't have to give her a pap smear.
Oh, God.
FYI. All right, well, good.
We're home. Everybody's
We're all
here.
here. The gang's all here. I got to take a break. I'm going to have Third Eye Blind tickets for you shortly if you want to join Bill Wednesday on the very last Alan Cox Show Funny Bus, Cleveland Funny Bus. I'll have passes for you today and tomorrow. 35192. Text me for anything you can watch live and hit us up at alancoxshow.com.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeart